Hey there, my friends. This is Robin Hood, and today I am bringing you guys another Shogun 2 multiplayer battle. And I'm actually joined once again by my friend and fellow commentator, Awesome Taco Game Guide. So go ahead and say hi, man.
Hey guys, ATGG here doing a live commentary with Robin Hood 2109, and we are both spectating a battle between two fellow subscribers, I think. They're subscribed to you at least.
Well, one of them is, and that's this guy here, King Arthur, and then the other guy, he agreed to join the game to be in the video. So yeah,
Okay,
but
good.
basically. We tried to do this before, and King Arthur hosted it, and it was a 2v2 battle, but one guy, which was King Arthur's ally, had definitely a crap computer or connection, because the men were lagging like crazy. So they wanted to do instead of taking time to do a vet reset battle so that we could do this, they both agreed very kindly. I give props to them both for that, to do a non-veteran battle for this, so that no one was at a disadvantage because their veterans were dead from that last awful lag battle. And that's why if you look at the chat, sorry, I can't talk, they're like, oh, no lag, and I love it, that kind of stuff. And yeah, it was definitely annoying, made a terrible video.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Last time the lag was just practically unbearable. It was even irritating us, and we were just spectating.
yeah. And you gotta think, I mean, they're the ones suffering the playing with it, so that's gotta be sucky. So basically, King Arthur here off on the right, he has 3 Katana Cavalry. In center, he's got 2 Matchlock Warrior Monks. And notice there's no lone swords because with non-veterans, you can afford the better Katana Samurai. And I wish this game was non-veterans in reality, but on either flank, it looks like he's got a Nodachi Samurai backed up by a Naginata Warrior Monk. And then at least 5, I think possibly just about 5 Katana Samurai in the center. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, and then backed up by a lone sword in the back. So there is 1. And then over here he's got 2 more Katana Cav. And you can go ahead and show, what's his name? Ace of Swords army, Taco.
Okay, so basically from what I can see, it looks as though he has around 4 Matchlock Ashigaru, so he's probably planning on using multiple waves of Matchlock Fire to probably demoralize. Oh, I'm actually sorry, there's a Matchlock Samurai here as well. Let's see if the other one is as well. Where is it? Nope, okay, so 3 sets of Matchlock Ashigaru, a set of Matchlock Samurai, then a bunch of Yari Ishigaru, probably going to be using them as a meat shield or their spear wall ability. He has some nice bow monks, and a fair amount of Katana Samurai as well. So really the big issue with matches last time were that players really didn't bring enough spears to guard their army well enough. So looks as though they've fixed that this time, for the most
Yes,
part.
and definitely want to say thanks to both of them for letting us record this. And I'm not doing this one because King Arthur is one of my subscribers. We were looking for a game to spectate, and there was barely any. Then one opened up, and it just happened to be him. And he had actually just messaged me saying, do you want to fight or whatever. But instead, we ended up doing this. And I told him I'd do a battle with him over the weekend, so I can show that once, once it happens. But here, Lone Sword, Meat Shield, that's almost definitely what he was planning on using it for. And he's got these Matchlock Warrior Monks, which are definitely better suited to this Matchlock fight than the Ashigaru. But surprisingly, they scored no kills with that volley.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually
Very
pretty
interesting.
surprised how many casualties this one Lone Sword unit took from a volley from Matchlock Ashigaru. It's pretty surprising. I've ordinarily found the Matchlock Ashigaru are pretty darn inaccurate. I mean, obviously Matchlock are pretty darn powerful in Shogun, but I really didn't expect...
Real quick, check out the right flank.
Yep. There's a bunch of Katana Cavalry. He tried to stop it with that spear unit, but it looks as though he's going... Actually, he actually did a very good job with stopping that charge with some spear units. Looks like he's also moving some Yari Cav in there, but some Bow Warrior Monks got tangled up in that as well.
I do want to point out that the Matchlock Warrior Monks scoring no kills is a glitch that has happened to me. It actually happened with you, Taco. Remember, we were doing just a battle to reset all of our veterans, and I fired my Matchlocks into your general, and every single round, it was flak around like this, hit, but no one died. It's,
yeah, I do remember
kind
that.
of a random glitch.
Yeah. So it looks as though
So right now
King
it's just a
Arthur's
Matchlock
cavalry
fight.
is just basically routed off the field.
And there's finally some Matchlock kills over on the right.
Yeah. It definitely should be noticed that Ace of Swords has split his army into 2 separate wings. Interesting choice. It can work well for having your opponent separated and get him a bit confused, but at the same time, it also makes you weak at certain points.
Yeah, right now, he's gonna have to do something quickly, King Arthur, here about this skirmish, because he is definitely losing the skirmish. There's no doubt about that. And once these men are gone, right now, actually, I just use what's left of them as a meat shield and go in.
Yeah.
He can definitely win in the melee fight if he does it right. He needs to get in there fast. But there, very nice moving with the Katana Cav, getting into these matchlocks. That'll do some damage and at least disrupt them. Now is the time to push through and hit this other one that's right here before they can turn around and shoot, though. And you got some arrows going in.
Yeah, definitely. Also, King Arthur still has more Katana Cavalry on his left as well. So he does have a lot of Katana
And a
Cav.
melee general.
Oh, yeah. So he probably is going to really try to get into those swords quickly. And that will definitely hurt the morale of non-veteran units. Those will really be devastating charges. Looks like that Lone Sword Ashigaru of King Arthur's came back from routing, and he's just going to use it as more fodder for the matchlock. Surprisingly, they're actually making it to his lines, and looks like he's going to fight that Yari Ash. Ooh, very nice charge with that Yari Cav on the Bow Warrior Monks. Or I think those were Bow Warrior Monks. Yep. Oh no, Matchlock Warrior Monks. Never mind.
Okay, so King Arthur here definitely has a numbers advantage. The Great Guard on his right could cause some problems. I'd say the best unit he has to fight that, because Katana Cav won't win, is definitely his general.
Yeah.
Really, what he should have done is just charge these Katana Cav into those swords there and done as much damage as he could and save those spears to guard from the Great Guard. Instead, he's going to charge the Great Guard with his Katana Cav, and I'm going to guarantee you this will not end well.
Yeah, looks like the fight on the left has begun as well.
Let's see. Yeah, they're already almost to half strength, those Katana Cav. He is going to go for a hammer and anvil, but it's not going to do the best. His spears are holding well, and he's moving up here. He's really got to move up and not just stand here, though. Matchlock casualties are going to build up fast, and definitely needs to use his flanking.
Ooh, there he just uses melee general to smash into that Katana Samurai there, and it's going to almost rout them. They're wavering.
Yeah, he's probably got the scare enemies on him, or something of that matter.
And a very nice move by King Arthur on the left. He used Warcry at those Naginata monks, and he routed one unit, and looks like that Katana Samurai may follow very soon.
Yes, yeah, so that's actually working out for him. As you can see, the Katana Cav is not winning that fight.
Yeah, Katana Cav are really not meant
off
to fight other Cav. They're really meant to get into swords or other infantry. Even missiles as well, they do very well. So, really any foot unit. Ace of Swords just charged a Yari Cav straight in the center. That's definitely going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, those matchlocks, he's suffering some morale penalties there. This is going to be a problem for King Arthur there. Definitely, if he should use a war cry on the right, he did, okay. Very nice. So he's going to push through on the right. He actually kind of won the left flank. This is his chance. I'd take his melee general and actually go around and hit those matchlocks.
Yeah,
That is
definitely.
what he needs to do right now.
The
Because if
matchlocks
his
will
center
probably be
routes
the
here,
deciding factor, considering if you do have a melee general, your army's morale is definitely going to be lower than if you have a leadership general like King, or rather Ace of Swords has.
and here he is getting some Katana Samurai into the matchlocks on the left. Oh, point blank volley there. That's never something you want to deal with.
Yep.
But his men are getting caught up with those cav.
Looks like on the right,
Finished
King
off
Arthur's
everything
men are
right
starting to
here.
rout. That's not good. Although they are still
Yeah, he
holding.
needs to do something fast.
That
So
melee
there's some melee
general is
fighting going
still
on
doing
here.
very well.
He's kind of shooting some of his own men. Ace of Swords there.
Yeah, but the good thing
And
about
is that...
matchlock on this game is it really doesn't hurt your own morale. It mostly hurts the enemy's morale, which is a bit cheap, but at the same time, good for the player using them.
So, I actually kind of think he won the melee fight, and he definitely would have had it not been for those matchlocks, King Arthur there. And in reality, you know, I don't think he might have actually won the skirmish but his matchlocks glitched out there, and I mean, it was very clearly hitting. It's a matchlock warrior monk, unless there's a hill in the way, and if you look, there's very clearly no hill, is not going to shoot a whole round and not hit once, especially against another matchlock standing still. So, I mean, that was a very big glitch that affected him majorly and might have cost him the battle. Because
Yeah.
those matchlocks are what routed his center.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising when you see Matchlock Eshigaru beating Matchlock Warrior Monks. You definitely know there's a glitch taking part there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll take a look at the
Very good game
stats.
to both of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It definitely could have both, I think, could have won. The one mistake that, what's his name? King Arthur made was he didn't bring any Yari Cav. He should have substituted at least one of those Katana Cav for a Great Guard or something. Because those two Katana Cav got used against the Great Guard, and that's not going to benefit him at all. He could have used them to get around behind. His Naginata monks would have done just fine against it, and he could have possibly shut up those matchlocks. That's the only thing I really have to say about that.
Yep, looks as though his melee general actually got the most kills in his army, which you typically find when using a melee general. If you don't, then you probably need to use him a bit differently. I was never really great with a melee general, but typically you'll find that he gets a lot of kills for you.
And look at that. Look at the very bottom unit. Matchlock Warrior Monk. That was the one that fired, and it got no kills. That's definitely a glitch, because it was definitely firing.
Yeah,
And then
that
the
is
other
a
one
serious
started
glitch.
getting kills. But, yeah, and sadly we can't show you Ace of Swords stats, but, wow.
Good.
Yeah, but that's... Yeah, good to you both. No, that's definitely a very nice battle. Once again, thank you to both of them for using the no veterans. That's probably one of the most fair battles you can have. Um, just back to like Rome Total War times and stuff. Because there's no, you can't, as you saw, a lone sword there is not going to do crap to a katana samurai, that kind of stuff, how it's meant to be. But yeah, that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'm done recording. Don't know about you, Taco, but that's all. Gonna put a link to Taco's channel. Go subscribe to him, and he might have pointed out some things I didn't with his mobile camera there. So yeah, you might want to go check out that video.
Yep, and I will see you guys later.